What's up, everybody? Lamar Molina, LaMarketingPMA.com. I hope everybody's doing well. Man, guys, girls, it's been a busy business. Unfortunately, or I guess I should say fortunately, we don't prescribe to a pandemic or fake press saying there's going to be a housing crash, all this other stuff. We believe that the intelligent people survive anything. It's funny. It's a house crash for certain people, but for other groups of people, it's money-making time. What group of people are you in? It reminds me of something. People tell you about climate change, right? You got these leaders in front of you. They come and tell you about climate change, but then they're off on their private jet. 5 SUVs. Come on, guys. Let's do a little bit of thinking, okay? That being said, let's get right down to business. $50K in a month. What does that look like? What do you have to do it? Can you do it in one deal? Yes, we did. It's not that hard to do, and that's why we're here, right? You shouldn't have problems finding leads or anything of that matter. This is straight to the point. How did you make $50,000 in one deal? That's what we're going to go over here. And then we're also going to upload the entire deal from start to finish in a new video that we're working on right now. So that's soon to come, but it's going to be about this 50K we're talking about now. So let's get right to it. So we target pre-foreclosures. If you don't know, we target homeowners that have issues, right? So let's go over how we're going to make this 50K. First thing, we don't buy fucking houses, right? Like, we don't buy houses. Why would I buy a house? That's the stupidest shit ever. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's enough people out there who have financial issues and who will gladly let you have their problem if you help them just a little, right? And that's what happened here. And it's happening for us every week, right? Multiple times per week. We'd rather help somebody get out of a bad situation instead of buy a house. That's the stupidest thing ever. When you tell somebody you're going to buy a house, usually, if you call yourself a wholesaler, it triggers a bunch of lies that have to go with it. Not all of you, but some of you, right? So anyway, to get back to making the 50 grand, we don't buy a house, so we don't have to worry about the money. We don't make offers like wholesalers. 70% of ARV minus repairs, making an offer of money to buy a home. We make an offer to help people. That's why I say offers like wholesalers. We don't make offers like you. We make an offer to help a person. If they need our help, great, we step in. If they don't, on to the next. While you're looking to buy a house, it's a difference. You're looking to buy a house, we're looking for people that need help. God. All right. Guys. Oh, man. Okay. So you need equity. They've lied to you. Wholesale this, I wholesale that. You guys need equity to make money. We don't need any equity to make money here. We're transaction engineers. We know real estate. We know tenancy laws, right? Things these guys are going to tell you about. So we don't need any equity to make money on a deal, which is what I understand most wholesalers have to have, right? So that's another lie that you guys have to tell or, try to fix when you're trying to steal somebody's house. We don't lie about being a cash buyer. I don't have to. We're not buying shit from the person. I'm not going to buy your house. Why would I buy your house? I'll fix your problem. I'm not going to buy your house. I'll fix your problem for a hefty discount. But I won't buy your house. So there's no need for me to be a cash buyer, so we don't have to tell that lie either. You see, it gets a lot easier, guys, when you're not telling all these lies. It gets a lot easier. And here's what the best part is. We don't even need an end buyer. No end buyer. We're not scrambling. We don't need a fucking cash buyers list. If you can't get a deal and then shop that deal to somebody else, it's not a deal, guys. It's just not. Now, a cash buyers list does facilitate moving properties faster. It does. But if you have a good deal, you can put it out there and somebody's going to take it off your hands. It's that simple. If you're one of those shitty wholesaler people. Now, if you're a person like us and you don't wholesale, you fix problems, you'll get rewarded handsomely as a person who fixes problems instead of a person buying houses. Okay. So now we're going to really get to the money. So we made 50K. We will. The closings, I think, in the next like 8 days here. So the closings being set up, titles already opened, deposits already in, right? How did we get here? How do we go from a fucking phone call to a person that needed help to making $50,000? No repairs, didn't do anything. Just helped them out. How did we do that? Let's go over it. So first thing we're talking about is how we locked up the property, as you guys call it, you wholesalers. Oh, I got to get a contract. I don't know why you guys do that, but okay. We're private bankers over here. So we control assets. That's what we teach. We teach you how to control an asset. You're not getting a contract on a property. What these dipshit gurus aren't telling you is you're just controlling assets. And once you know how to control assets, it doesn't matter how you control them. Okay? So when you guys are, I got a contract, a buyer and a seller or whatever, I got a contract. That's what you're doing. You're trying to find a way to control the property. That's all. Well, how did we lock up this property that we made $50,000 or will make $50,000 on? How did we lock this property up? Very simple. We took the deed, right? The seller needed help, and we'll go over that help and everything in another video that we're doing with all the details. But it was a very small amount for less than $1,000, right? So anyway, so we paid less than $1,000 to help the seller out. Now the seller was going to lose the entire house, and they knew it. They had an auction on their home. They were going to lose the house. We stepped in and said, hey, I'll give you a little bit of spending money. I'm going to fix the problem, and we'll own the house. Are you okay with that? They said, yeah, sure. As long as as long as that's copacetic, you're going to give me what you give me and do what you say. That works. So that's what we did. That's what we did. So now here she is. Hey, folks, thanks for joining. Like I said, please make a comment if you have a question. Please feel free to interrupt. We're going over a deal, how we're going to make $50,000 on one deal. We're going to do the whole closing and everything live for you guys to see it, right? So that being said, now what I was saying for you guys is we locked up the contract or controlled the property by taking the deed. We own the house now. I don't give a fuck what happens. We own it. We own it. We own it, right? So nobody can walk away. There's no talking about you're not coming to closing. I own the fucking house. I own it. Okay? Okay, cool. So that was the next thing that we did. Comps. You guys got to go out and run comps and make sure you have equity. I don't need any equity. I didn't pay for the house. I didn't buy a house. I fixed a problem. The house is paid off, guys. I didn't tell you that. The house is paid off. There's no mortgage on the property at all. No mortgage. She just needed a little bit of help. There's no mortgage on this property. Okay? So again, we didn't buy a house, or we didn't pay for a house, and we didn't buy one. We fixed a problem, right? And then we locked up the property or controlled the asset by taking the deed, so we now own it. We didn't run comps because we didn't pay for the house, so we're not upside down or losing anything, right? And inspections. Now let's talk about inspections, just to see how much we're going to make or not make on repairs, what our inspections are for, right? We own the property already. We own it. I paid less than $1,000. I don't give a shit about an inspection or what it's going to say. I just do an inspection to know what I'm up against in case I want to get this thing in tip-top shape. That's it. Next stage is dispositioning. Dispo. We put two posts up, in Facebook groups and sold the property. I shit you not. 2 posts, Facebook group, sold the property. I had the property sold before, lost a buyer, held on to the property because I owned it, so I didn't really care about selling it at the time, right? I wasn't in no rush to sell the property. I didn't have to find somebody else to take the property, right? So I held on to it, posted in a Facebook group. I got 3 offers the same day I posted it, but I was trying to get more and seeing what the market would do. I have no rush to sell the property. I own it outright. There's no mortgage on it. Paid less than $1,000. Held it. Boom. Now we're selling it, and we're going to sell it for a nice price, and we're going to make $50,000 profit just for doing paperwork. While you guys are out there buying properties, we're doing paperwork and helping people fix their problems and being rewarded very well. So we're going to show the whole closing live, show you guys all the documents, what we used. We put the property in a trust, flipped the trust, sold it out the back door. It's that simple. So do you guys have any questions on how we did what we've done? And what else would you guys like to see? And I don't know who this is, or I got 300, let's do it. I don't know what that means, but hello. And I don't know if you're talking about the movie 300 or what, but I appreciate the comment. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. We're glad to help you do anything that you need. And we'll be having offers, special offers for anybody who tells me that they saw one of my live streams. You're going to get free skip tracing with any purchase that you make. So if you have any questions or concerns, like I said, I'm not going to advertise this anywhere. You guys will get free skip tracing for any purchase that you make. Okay. Well, I'm hungry. I'm fasting. That's why I look like this, right? In the middle of a fast, kind of a daily fast, not a month-long fast, by the way. Not intermittent fasting, but whatever. That being said, guys, so again, $50,000 we're making on one deal. We didn't do any of the wholesaler sins that most people talk about. And by wholesaling sins, I mean like, saying I buy a house, I do that, I do this. We didn't do any of that. Called the lady, she had a problem. Her problem was taxes. She owed less than $1,000 in past due taxes. We took care of her past due taxes. She had no job or no income and knew she could not afford the home. She gave us the home because she didn't want to lose the entire home and stayed there. And now time has run its course. She's ready to go. She actually already gone. She left and left the home in not the greatest of shape. And was like, I don't care. You do what you got to do. So that's what we're going to do, right? So, guys, I'm not going to stay long this time. I do appreciate you guys signing on. I'm going to be putting the property in question, all the information you need from start to finish, from the phone call that we made, the cold call, all the way to the closing for this deal, in hopes to help you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit us up on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're seeing this stream. Please let me know you saw a stream. I'll give you extra love on anything that you guys may purchase or any questionings that you may have. And yes, this is all we do is real estate. So for pre-foreclosures, we don't do anything else. So if you have any questions or concerns, please look us up. See us on YouTube, all that fun stuff, folks. Appreciate your time. Have a good night.